Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to yet another crypto mining morning show. Today, we have new information on the RTX 2060 12 gigabyte as it pertains to mining. I did not personally find anywhere to purchase them. If you guys did, let me know in the comment section below. If you can help me get my hands on one for testing, that would be awesome as well. You can also let me know in the live chat. Other news is pretty sparse today. We do have the cryptocurrency market recovering, so we're going to be spending some time taking a look at how that relates to mining and what the profitability is looking like. Other than that, we also have just our standard farm overview, and then we do have a new miner. It's Team Black Miner. I almost feel like they just push an update every day to get me to cover them. I don't know. That's how it's starting to feel. But they have version 1.31 that launched yesterday, shortly after our crypto mining morning show. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the format, please save all of your questions for the end where we will answer them there. And basically, it goes in priority of super chats first and then tagging at Son of a Tech with any relevant questions. If I've missed topics, always let me know and I'll try to bounce through those last minute as well. It's a little difficult because I don't have anybody necessarily curating that for me, so bear with me. Now, today's sponsor, because it is Tuesday, is Crypto.com. Let's go ahead and get that running. Today's sponsor is Crypto.com. Crypto.com is my go-to centralized exchange for liquidating my crypto assets. With their Crypto.com Visa debit card, I can load up my mined Ethereum to pay for power and other operating costs quickly while earning up to 8% cash back. In addition to the Visa debit card, there are additional fiat options, including wire transfers, to easily receive your profits. Crypto.com also offers additional services, including trading and even staking, to earn additional revenue on your investments. Join 10 million plus users buying and selling 100 plus cryptocurrencies at true cost by using my affiliate link in the description for a $25 funding bonus. Or enter referral code SOAT at sign up for the same bonus. Remember, cryptocurrency investment comes with significant risks, so do your own research. Always happy to have Crypto.com as a sponsor for the channel. If you guys didn't notice, Crow is pumping like crazy. One of the top 10 pumpers since the recovery from the cryptocurrency dip recently, so that's really cool to see that coming back up, especially as I have some staked for my Crypto.com card. So there you go. All right, first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at Team Black Miner version 1.31. And I'm going to have to go ahead and make sure that this is selected properly. Bam, done, got it. All right, so Team Black Miner version 1.31. 1, fixed a bug in Stratum code for NiceHash and the Hivon pool, possibly other pools as well. 2, added support for NVIDIA Compute 6.0, 7.0, 8.0 cards GV100, V100, and GA100. And fixed XINT, kern, hash rate, and hash rate / watts in the stats when running with a selection of GPUs in the rig. So there you go. There's the updates for version 1.31. I have yet to try it. If you guys try it, let me know, how it worked for y'all. Let me know, especially on the light hash rate unlock stuff. I know that there's more support. We talked about that yesterday, of course, and I do need to test it out and see if I can get it working better. At least on the RTX 3060s that I have sitting behind me on the test bench. That would be beneficial. So not much going on there. The next topic is probably the one you guys clicked on the video for. Obviously, we are a cryptocurrency mining channel with a huge focus on GPUs, and we have a weird GPU launch. We had the RTX 2060 12 gigabyte launch today, presumably in no official stores anywhere. Zotac made a tweet, and I went ahead and tried to go to the Zotac store. There weren't any there, and I don't know where to purchase the GPUs. So if you came here to find out where to purchase them, I don't know. They aren't at Micro Center. I checked all the stores on their website to see if there were any in stock at any Micro Centers. There's none there. Now, video cards is trying to say that the RTX 2060 was launched for miners. Now, that's a little weird, and we're going to talk about why, because essentially there already is an RTX 2060 equivalent in the CMP model. I think that NVIDIA just didn't feel like applying any light hash rate locks on this, or light hash rate models for this, because it would be kind of a waste of development, more than likely, right? So let's go ahead and get into the article that reveals the mining performance for it. This is coming from Video Cards. It says NVIDIA launches GeForce RTX 2060 with 12 gigabytes and TU-106-300 GPU, overpriced gaming GPU for miners. Okay, so they're saying it's overpriced and it's for miners. You're looking at 700 euro to start, which we talked about this yesterday. You would want to get the 2060 Super variant. If we're really like being honest here, that's what you're going to want to pick up, I think, in my humble opinion, especially at the pricing being cheaper, even as a miner. But the seemingly highly anticipated cure for the mid-range GPU market has been turned into a complete disaster. Despite the official launch today, it is very hard to find the new card in stock, and even if there are any offers, the pricing start at 570 euro, but easily go up to 700 euro. The card is equipped with a TU-106-300 graphics processor featuring 2,176 CUDA cores. It makes use of 16 gigabytes, 2 gigabyte GDDR6 models, clocked at 14 gigabits per second. This Turing card is exactly what we expected it to be, an RTX 2060 Super variant with lower memory bandwidth. Interestingly, NVIDIA did not encourage board partners to seed the review samples to the press, yet Hong Kongese PC market managed to obtain the Zotac RTX 2060 12GB Twin Edge, clearly labeled as a sample. The review brings some interesting results, but gaming aside, this card is actually better in crypto mining than the RTX 3060, which pretty much kills this card at the moment it launches. Well, let's just look at what they used here, because here's the little chart. It shows the RTX 2060 12GB at 31 megahash a second at 83 watts. That's out of the box is what I'm assuming, because it doesn't seem like they made any modifications. You'll see why here in a second. The RTX 2070 Super at 36 megahash a second at 168 watts. We know that does a lot better as miners. The RTX 3060, they say, is at 22 megahash at 116 watts. Once again, as miners, with the latest light hash rate unlock mining software, we know that the 3060 does much better than that. They also have the RX 6600 XT listed here at 28 megahash a second at 107 watts. We know we can get that down at least to 80 watts and up to at least 32 megahash a second as well. So for the 3060 in particular, this is a clickbait article. Or at least a poorly researched article. And I'm a little disappointed in videocars.net for doing this. It's an attack on crypto mining for the GPU market, because they don't have any other way to get clicks on the website maybe right now, because there's no hot news. So they're just targeting miners and being like, it's the miners' fault you can't get an RTX 2060 12GB. Guess what? The miners can't get one either. All right, we can't get one either. And if I did get one and test it for you, I could show you that both the 2070 Super and the 3060 outperform it. Not only that, the 6600 XT at this time probably outperforms it more than likely. What's impressive from the 2060 12GB is the power consumption at stock. And that is something that I think would be super important, that may show that it has a better efficiency in the long run, and we would have to get our hands on it. But with the light hash rate unlock, your 3060s are going to be close to that 36 megahash a second. They're going to be lower power consumption. They're going to be fine. This is a very weird article from them. The best part about it is that we got some numbers to kind of sort of compare and contrast with each other. The worst part of it is, like I said, basically just trying to target GPU miners as some sort of evil reason why you can't get a 2060 12GB, when in reality, I don't know anybody that really got one anyways, except for somebody from Hong Kong that they talk about here. So it's a little weird, but this is the RTX 2060 Super It's not super, but 12 gigabyte as it sits. It's a weird card. Would I purchase them for mining? I don't know. I mean, I think you can get pretty close at a cheaper price with an RX 6600. Obviously, you can get the RX 6600 still in bundles where you end up really only paying $400 to $450. You could do some weird setup where you buy it with a motherboard bundle like I did. I actually have the B450 motherboard over here, and then buy a cheap Ryzen processor to mine Raptorium or Monero or QRL with, right? And then kind of just be like, okay, well, there's another little mining rig that I can build. Seems a lot better than purchasing an RTX 2060 for 700 euro. What is the euro conversion to? So I'll do that real quick for US, for us in the US. Euro to USD. If you're looking at that, you're looking at almost $800 on that conversion for what is the equivalent of an RX 6600 or 6600 XT. So it's a little weird. Now, we did have that announcement as well, by the way, recently, that the 6000 series from AMD retail price is going to go up, so they're bumping that up. AMD is going to be increasing that. The new 6500 and of course the 6400 aren't coming in. But yes, everybody, like I said, these charts are incorrect just across the board. The only one that comes close stock is the RX 6600 XT to what your actual real life is. That's the only one that comes close. So I don't believe, like I said, we'll just reiterate, this is a clickbait article, clickbait title to wage war against GPU miners. We saw this back in 2016, 2017, 2018. We're seeing it again. The tech media is going to come after, you know, basically GPU mining to get clicks and basically create sides. This has happened before, but remember, most of us GPU miners came from gaming. Most of the gamers also should be utilizing mining to pay off their equipment. Seems a little silly not to, seeing that that is the option in the way the world functions right now. You should take advantage of it. We're all in this together, all right? There's no reason to be creating crazy sides. That's why I don't like articles like this. Let's go ahead and get into the mining market. I am up a little bit today. I do have one rig still offline, the 3080 Ti rig. We're doing $352 estimated today. We did have the pump in Ethereum. It looks like Ethereum did go up more than Bitcoin as well, as at least percentage-wise, which is good for the GPU miners out there. I am definitely down on my hash rate. At least my 24 average is 5 gigahash still. We did have like a little drop off here, and I have like 4 cards. I think 4 cards that are offline right now. But it is up. So if we take a look at what to mine, we can also verify that here at 10 cents a kilowatt hour for an RTX 3090. We are looking at $7.06 a day. That's much better than the $6.04 a day yesterday. So that's good. Now we always want to check the RTX 2080 Ti, as it is the GPU that has been most consistently more profitable on any other coin other than Ethereum. And it looks like Ethereum is back in the lead as of today. This is the second time in 3 weeks. So 2 days out of the past 3 weeks has Ethereum been better to mine on the 2080 Ti than Flux. And Ethereum is barely beating it out at $3.36 a day. And then, of course, Flux is coming in right behind it at $3.22 a day. You could pretty much, you know, go with either one of those two and probably be perfectly fine on the 2080 Ti. Taking a look on the AMD side, let's go ahead and get my favorite, the RX 5700 XT. Calculate that out, and is doing $3.46 a day on Ethereum. And then if we wanted to bump down from there, of course, we have to go all the way to Firo, Elysium, Ella is up, which is interesting, at $1.86 a day. And you got Ravencoin all the way down here at $1.48 a day. So there you go. There you go with the 5600 XT. We will take a look at the 6800 XT because it is different architecture. It does look like it's performing better on crypto night after Ethereum. So that's kind of interesting to note and probably something to take into consideration. I actually want to take a look at why that would be. But more than likely, it has to do with the memory performance is what my guess would be. All right, so mining pool stats. Let's go ahead and see if there is any huge differences in difficulty. For Bitcoin, there's been no change in difficulty, so we don't need to really worry about that. Let's take a look at Ethereum. If I can type, it's fine. It's fine. So here you got the Ethereum up going on, and we're just moving up and up and up and up. We have crossed that 12 number. So nope, no significant changes in Ethereum at all. Hash City seems to be having a lot of issues, but other than that, nothing crazy. Let's take a look at Flux. Nothing's changed in Flux. Take a look at Firo. Nothing's changed in Firo. Ergo. Ergo has been going down in difficulty. It might be worth a check. It might be worth a check. I mean, what to mine's not really showing it anywhere. It's down here, but Ergo might actually be more profitable than it looks like on what to mine. So we are seeing drop-offs in difficulty. That could be an interesting one to play around with. And then Ravencoin, of course. And pretty much no change. It looks like they had a little dip. Yeah. So difficulty in Ravencoin has dipped from like 130 to like 96. So there's been a significant dip on difficulty in Ravencoin. Of course, there's been a significant dip over the 7-day period. It's gone down 14%, but that's not too bad. It might be worth taking a look at as well. Of course, a big note on Ravencoin, I did have a rig on there. It seemed to have basically caused some degradation on the actual core for the RX 5700s. I had to bump my voltages up from 740 millivolts to 780 millivolts on the rig that I had on it. I'm a little cautious around it. I think I'm going to throw another just single 5700 on there and maybe like a single 3000 series GPU, maybe like a light hash rate model, and see what happens. Just a little note, I still haven't gotten to full verification. That rig mined for quite some time before that happened. All those cards that were on that rig are just as old as all the cards that are still on Ethereum. The cards that stayed on Ethereum and never had this degradation where I had to turn the core voltage up. There could be other factors. Bad risers, maybe. Bad power supply probably is what I would lean towards. But there you go. Let's go ahead and take a look at Mining Pool's profits. The last 90 days, Ethermine is in first place with Mining Pool Hub in second and Crazy Pool in third. The last 60 days, we have Mining Pool Hub taking first with Ethermine in second and Crazy Pool in third. Last 30 days, Crazy Pool moves into second, and then we have Mining Pool Hub still in first and Nano Pool taking over third. Last 21 days, we have Mining Pool in first and Flex Pool in second with Crazy Pool in third. For the last 14 days, we have Mining Pool Hub in first with Flex Pool in second and Ethermine taking third, knocking Crazy Pool out of the podium finishes. Last 7 days, Crazy Pool comes back hard, taking the first spot, taking the gold medal and coming into first with Nano Pool in second and Ethermine maintaining its third. Last 3 days, Crazy Pool maintains first with ZET coming in second and 2 miners coming in third. And the last day, ZET taking over this past 24 hours with some crazy luck. Crazy Pool coming into second and 2 miners in third. So there you go. Make sure you guys check out miningpoolprofits.com if you want to see where the best time pools are to mine currently. Be careful pool hopping. Pool hopping can basically reduce your revenue, and essentially like you can see here, if you were on the last 14 days and you were doing good, you know, you were on crazy pool and you're like, I'm going to switch to flex pool. And then the last 7 days, crap, I should have stayed on crazy pool. See what I'm saying? So luck's going to play a factor. It's going to bounce around. If you notice any they're consistently performing poorly, get off of them though. An example, Hive on pool. Consistently performing poorly. Another one that's consistently performing poorly is Crux pool. Okay? So you can at least stay away from the ones that are consistently performing poorly. Just be careful out there, boys. Obviously, I think like Mining Pool Hub, Crazy Pool, Ethermine, Flex Pool kind of seem to be where you're at for the most part. All right. ASIC miner profitability still looks the same. You got that gold shell KD5 up there. There is this Ant Miner E9. Boys. What'd we learn about the ETH ASICs within a silicon this week already, or last week, right? We kind of learned that what they said was going to come out as far as hash rate to power consumption on the InnoSilicon Ethereum ASIC was incorrect. So should we trust the numbers here coming from the E9? Should we trust them? Probably not. Probably not. Here's the other thing that they got to do. They got to rush these out and sell them at a price that people think they can ROI by June, or they can't sell these things. So I don't trust it. I don't think it's real, but you never know. We'll see. Of course, Bitmain's a lot better at this, I think, in my humble opinion, than InnoSilicon, because they've been, I guess, around longer, at least within that mining market. So it's possible. All right. What else do we got? Pretty much that's it. Cardano, KDA, and Ethereum all taking the top. Handshakes are coming up. I do like my handshake miner from Gold Shell. That ended up turning out to be a good purchase. It's been cranking along. I'm on pool-in with mine, by the way. Z15 coming up here, which is kind of interesting. Zen's kind of made a weird comeback recently. I only have a Z9 Mini, and I don't think that that's going to do any good at all. Yeah, it's going to make 14 cents a day. The Z15 is where it's at as far as that goes. I do have these pulled up here, what is on sale and available. Make sure you guys use my affiliate link if you do purchase anything from BT Miners. That being said, you still have the L3 Plus at $15.99. So let's check that. All right. L3 Plus. You're looking at $3 a day. That's going to be a pretty hard sell. You're not going to pay that off anytime soon, right? 500 days or something like that at that price? No bueno. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these other ones. We got the Big Daddy, right? The S19J Pro for $13,000. S19J Pro. Let's see, they have any S19 Pros too? They do. For $12,700. And that one's doing $25.64. Let me pull up a calculator and do some quick dirty math. That would be 12,700 divided by... Yeah, the Bitcoin mining is pretty down, huh? Because these were doing like almost 40 a day. Yeah, that's a 500-day ROI. Most everything on here is looking like 500-day ROI. Pretty crazy. Let's look and see what other ASICs are on here. They do have the A10 Pro. The A10 Pro is 720 mega hash. You know, you're not going to be able to ROI these though, or pay them off. Here's the new InnoSilicon. They do have them in stock, it looks like. $31,000 for 1500 mega hash. Ugh. 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 That's so bad. That's come on. Come on. Where is it? Yeah. I don't even know. Anyways, the A11. So this isn't even anywhere close. 2100 mega hash. It's really 1500 mega hash. $100 a day, maybe, right? $103 a day. Yeah, your ROI is wouldn't be terrible if ETH was not moving proof of stake. It'd be $300. But ETH moving proof of stake is like, I don't know. You have nothing to move to after that, right? Special miners. Anything good in here? There's a KDA miner, the KD box. Those are $8,300 now. That's insane. I remember when they were like 600, something like that. Got the handshake miner. That's the HS5. I believe that one was doing good, right? HS5. Yeah, that's doing like $20 a day. That net you an ROI of 415. And then the Z15 was doing really good as well. So let's just see what the price was on that, just to get an idea. 32.35. 10.5. That's going to be a 324-day ROI. The D7 was doing good too, right? Am I reading that right? I think this would be pretty easily the best. Yeah, this is the best deal right now. It's 14.4. Divided by 114. Yeah, that's the best deal right here. That's 125-day ROI right now. That's the best deal on the site. There you go. Let's take a look at cryptocurrency prices. Polygon Matic has just pumped 33%. Woo, baby. And then we got our blah, 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 blah. The other big pumper, like we talked about, 22% up. Crypto.com coin. Seeing Polygon up here is always a positive thing for us miners because we can get that Polygon payout through a couple different pools now. So that's relevant. I was happy to see that. If you've been getting paid out in that, then congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking pretty good. We do have like the most time ever for Q&A because we are a little short on, of course, the news topics for the day. And that's why we went ahead and looked at some price analysis of what's available for purchase in the ASIC market. BT Miners is a sponsor. So by supporting them, you support the channel, and that helps out a lot. Oh, let's get into some questions. My back is sore. Oh. Patrick PVP says a local store told me they will have some 12 gigabyte 2060s, but they also told me they are light hash rate. So are they light hash rate or no? It doesn't look like. I'm not seeing any of the third party manufacturers saying that they're light hash rate. No. So if we took a look at, let's see. Oh no. Oh no. We do have another topic. Hold on. We gotta stand up. Look at that. I was all like, this is a lot. Look at that. Well, I'm glad we looked here because this just popped. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Gigabyte preparing multiple custom designs of RTX 3080 12 gigabyte and RTX 3070 Ti 16 gigabyte models. Let's hop into this right now. Multiple new graphics cards are now seemingly confirmed by Gigabyte. It is happening. Gigabyte has just submitted a new SKU list to the Eurasian Economic Commission Regulatory Office, confirming multiple unreleased RTX 30 graphics cards in the process. Gamers should expect at least 10 RTX 3080 12 gigabyte cards, including Aorus Extreme, all the way down to Mini ITX form factor. This 12 gigabyte model is the latest card to receive a higher frame buffer than the original 10 gigabyte, following RTX 2060 12 gigabyte, which launched today. The filing also confirms 6 RTX 3070 Ti 16 gigabyte models. There is no Aorus Extreme model planned, but Aorus Master is supposedly on the launch schedule. The 16 gigabyte version of the RTX 3070 Ti might feature the same CUDA configuration as the original, which is a full implementation of the GA104 GPU. Apart from the capacity, the memory specs shouldn't change either, as both cards are to utilize a 256-bit memory bus. Interestingly, the AMD RX 6500 XT is also listed by Gigabyte in the EEC filing. The product code confirms it is a 4 gigabyte memory card. According to the rumors, this SKU is to feature a full Navi 24. We talked about this yesterday. With 1024 stream processors, it is expected to launch in mid-January. So, wow. All right, so we're getting more memory. We are not necessarily getting, a larger bus, but it wouldn't matter because of the way the chiplets work. That does mean we should be seeing, in theory, more memory bandwidth on actually both of these models, because the 3070 Ti was an 8 gigabyte model. It's going up to 16 gigabytes. And then we are going from the 10 gigabytes on the 3080 to the 12 gigabytes, if I'm reading that correctly, which should also bump up its total. Yeah, here's the higher frame buffer. So the total memory bandwidth should go up as well, but I don't know by how much that would be. Let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Because I'm trying to remember. Is this the one that has it all listed? Because that's a 320-bit bus. I'll have to do the calculations later, boys, but I believe that we should see faster mining performance on these. Of course, they will be light hash rate models. Pretty much guaranteed at this point. But because they're going to be adding basically the additional chips onto the card, it means that more is going through the bus, and basically it usually increases the memory bandwidth total, right? So it's usually a combination of like your bus plus the memory speed plus the memory size, and they'll be GDDR6. But I'll try to look into that this week. That's the latest news, though. What are you doing, NVIDIA? Seems like NVIDIA is doing the same thing they did with the 2000 series, doesn't it? So Paul says the 3080 will have 12 gigabytes will mean the memory bandwidth goes up. The 3070 Ti, the memory bandwidth wouldn't go up because it's just going from 8 to 16, right? So you don't add any more of the, I don't know why I'm blanking today. Help me out. It's not the actual, I believe you're correct, Paul. I can't remember what it's called, though. When does the A11 come out? The A11's out right now. You can buy it on btminers.com if you want to have a 300-day ROI. Currently runs $32,000 for 1,500 mega hash at 2,350 watts. So there you go. Clyde Tech says, would 3060 Ti non-light hash rate at 720 be better than 720? Oh, I don't know that. I don't know what you're paying for the 3090. I can't translate GBP either very well in my head. And then if you say better than one 3090, so a 3090 is going to get you 120 mega hash a second. 3060 Ti non-light hash rate, 3 of them will get you 180 mega hash a second. So if you're paying the same price, the 3060 Ti is going to get you more hash rate. Detroit Iris says, that's on the tech. We talked a bit yesterday about pool / wallet hopping. Can we skirt the penalty, keep seniority up if we keep one GPU mining to each pool and wallet you hop onto? Not necessarily, because like as your hash rate dips, right, you're going to be like losing the amount of shares. So it's usually a share over time thing. It's not necessarily a just that you're on there thing, right? So it's always pay per, like PPLNS stands for like pay per last N share, and N being the amount of shares you submitted to the pool. Does that make sense? I have an entire video that covers pool payout systems. You should definitely check it out. I'll try to find it and link it before we get off today. Tactics says, that's Son of a Tech. Morning, buddy. Have you made an overclock video for RTM yet? Just for the 5950X. I have a 5900X and a 3600 XT sitting back here, and that 3070 Ti. I have lots of parts to test. I'm focused right now because I will be doing a jiu-jitsu competition this week, so we're just doing the live show and then like clipping what we can there. So that's pretty much where we're at. I should probably just go ahead and add Serpent as a moderator. And then also, Serpent's going to be doing a stream after this, so we're going to try to move over to his stream as well, so you guys have more crypto content to participate in. Explain says, Savatech, I'm hitting 200 mega hash. What is a good watt range to be in? Looks like 500-ish at the wall. I mean, that'd be pretty good, right? Because then it's like, what is it, 0.5 mega hash a watt? That would be good. A little less, but 0.3, 0.4, usually like 0.38, 0.39, somewhere around there. Kevin McCormick says, Son of a tech, I was thinking about trying to sell my 3080 Ti's and get the CMP HX90s. What is your take on it? I don't have any of the CMP cards. I've been offered a couple. I'm going to try to purchase some for review on the channel. Money's a little tight because of that all the weird personal stuff that went on that you guys may or may not be aware of, but I'm trying to make sure that I play my cards right. So the goal is to be purchasing a bunch of them for testing, but this time I don't have any for testing, therefore I don't have an opinion on them. I couldn't give them to you. To me, they look expensive for what they are. 3 Fox says, how's the jiu-jitsu going? It's going. My back hurts today though, and my big toe is numb. It's fine. I'll be good. The Racing Miner says, at Son of a Tech, any thoughts on why a board would run 6, 10, 20 series or lower 30 series GPUs without a problem, but will not recognize more than 5 3090s? Power supply. Anonymous Miner, welcome to the stream. Make sure you guys go give him a sub as well. Hope you're doing good today. So I gotta scroll up. You said it's 720, so it's 720 times 3. It's 2160. I mean, it's clearly the 3060 Ti's would be better to me, bud. Oh, GBP is the British pound. Oh, it's cool. I'm used to being a dummy. Patrick PVP says a local store told. Oh no! Whoa! What happened to my chat? I was like, we already did this. We already did this. Killyfish said, at Son of a Tech, even if ETH didn't go proof of stake, wouldn't ASICs end up taking over the network like Bitcoin? No, because it's clear that they advertised 2,000 whatever, 2,300 mega hash a second, and in reality, that's not what they got. They were able to get 1,500 mega hash a second at 2,350 watts. So that's the reality. And then, like, what is that hash per watt, right? So if we calculate that out, what is it, 1,500 divided by 2,350? It's is that right? 0.63 hash per watt. So it is a really good hash per watt. It's also super expensive. Let's see. It would take you would need 15 3090s to make up 1,500 mega hash. Just saying, like 39. Well, not even, right? So let's do 1,500 divided by 120. It would take you 12.5. Let's just say it would take you 13 3090s at like what? 13 times 3,000, I guess. 39, I guess, if you paid the eBay price. But what are they going for right now? RTX 3090, 2850. They're probably a little too much. Jeez, it's crazy how much these things are going up, huh? I guess it makes sense to buy one. But would they take over the network? I don't think so, because it would be hard to tell, because you're still so close to the GPU market being viable there. So you're talking about, what is that, 0.6 hash per watt. A 3090 is 0.42 hash per watt. What's the best right now? It's the 6600 right now, which is like 30 mega hash a second at 50 watts. Is that right? 0.6. If you're looking for pure efficiency, that's 0.6. So your Inosilicon A11 is as efficient as a RX 6600. I mean, if you're going for pure efficiency, and let's see, so you would need 1500 divided by 30, right? So you would need 50 RX 6600s, and they're 450 a piece, so times 450. That'd be $22,500 in RX 6600s versus $31,999 in an ASIC. At least what I paid for my 6600. But that's a hard one. And then what happens if everybody started buying the ASIC? The GPU market prices go down? Is that how that works? I don't know. Used to, back in the day, these would be sold out. If you're talking about like even just a couple months ago, these would be sold out at $32,000. They just would, but they're not. And there's a reason for that, right? What are the ones selling out? You know, these Dogecoin ones and the Cadena miners. Those are the ones selling out. Now, this one's the best deal right now. Wait, was it this one? No. Where was it? Where's the D7? There it is. This is the best deal right now. This one's doing like 100 and something a day. This one pays off in 125 days. It's the best ASIC out right now. For sale that you can buy. Is it worth mining with RX 584 Gigabyte on Ravencoin these days? I'd probably put it on Firo, right? Is that right? I feel like that's right. I don't know why I feel like that's right, but I feel like that's right. That's right. Doesn't require the DAG. Makes $1.29 a day on Firo. That's where I'm at with the RX 584 Gigabyte. Ravencoin is further down. $0.76 a day. Yeah, you're going to be way more profitable on Firo right now. Okay, so we need to... Northwest Motion Design, we need to talk about something. All right, guys. So, let's talk about how to get out of poverty a little bit. I saw the comment like, how can you make money mining $2 a day? Here's the catch, right? It's all about accumulation, and everybody can accumulate at a different rate, but your goal is to accumulate things that basically earn you money or revenue, right? So revenue generating assets. For the everyday man, like a revenue generating asset, like let's say like a rental property or real estate or or whatever that may be out of reach. You know what's not out of reach? A GPU that can make you $2 a day. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot, but then if you have two GPUs that are both making you $2 a day, then you're making $4 a day. And then if you have three of them, then you're making $6 a day. And then eventually you're making more and more and more and more and more, right? Like now my farm is up to like $350 to $400 a day. It didn't start out that way. It started out making $10 a day with like a bunch of rigs. And the great thing about cryptocurrency too, if you were talking about mining it, is that price is going to, fluctuate as well. So your mindset is wrong. It's not, oh, it only makes $2 a day. It's awesome. I'm making $2 more a day than I made yesterday. How can I make another $2 a day more than I made yesterday? And you snowball that shit. Toby says, at Scientific problem of ASICs is initial money you need, the power usage and the noise. So GPU is easier to scale up over time, isn't it? Yes, that's true. And then eventually, you do what like Bits is to the point now. Bits be tripping. If you guys aren't aware of him, definitely go check out his channel. He's like the mining OG. He's now moving into some ASIC S19J Pros. Started out with GPU mining. This is kind of the step. You scale up until your GPU miners are making enough to buy you some ASICs. That's how it rolls. Maverick asks a good question, which is, what is DPPLNS? And this has been a new one that I've heard of, and I haven't looked into fully. I forget what. Looks like Coin FYI has a deal up here, so let's take a look. All right, so stable and high profitable dynamic is what the D stands for. PPLNS mining pool for Ethereum Classic. But it doesn't say what it is. Honest profitable payout scheme where the last end shares value for each round gets adjusted dynamically based on the current network difficulty and round variance. This discourages pool hopping and reward benefit for loyal miners. Support stratum. I mean, PPLNS already does that. Like pay where the last end shares. I think the dynamic part is adjusted dynamically based on the current network difficulty and round variance. So, okay. Okay, so then it's going to reach out and see what the current difficulty is and then adjust that last end shares based on that, right? As opposed to what? Give me a little bit. I'll have to dig into this because this isn't detailed enough. But PPLNS is going to do this part right here. Last end shares value for each round. But this part where it adjusts it, I understand that it's adjusting it, but I don't know what this variable is. I don't know if that's dynamically adjusting it based on the current difficulty when mined or current difficulty. Well, yeah. I'm not sure exactly what PPLNS bases that calculation off of. But that's a basic idea. Getting there. Detroit Iris says upcoming halvings for things other than Raven. I thought there was a couple. I forgot what they were though. I think it was Flux. No. Shit. There's one more. Vertcoin. Sorry. Vertcoin is having a halving. 3 Foxco says, at Scientific, what do you prefer, density or efficiency? Probably efficiency, provided you have the space to deal with it, right? It's going to be up to you, though. John Lemon says, I'm not the wealthiest son of a tech, and I definitely see you as someone with priority straight. I just got my first job post-grad in Canada at $47K a year. Congratulations on your first job. Enjoy it. Take it as an opportunity to learn something, right? Eddie S says, at Simon Tech, what do you think ETH value will be this time next year? I think it'll be... Nobody's going to like this. So let's see. If we calculate it out, it should be the same price. If we base off previous super cycle, it should be the same price. Things are acting weird right now. But yeah, I'm going to say $4,000 this time next year. Detroit Iris says, at Semitech, how much am I hurting myself Monday through Friday? You mine ETH to pay bills and shitcoins you're interested in on weekends to hold. Would it be better to run 3/4 of the rig full time? Yes, that's how you want to be looking at it. You don't want to be popping off and popping back on, because then the pool, like, even if it's just like a little hash rate, that's why, like, there is something to be said for uptime. Especially with the way the payout methods work. Having even just like rigs go offline and come back online is hurting your profitability on most pool payout methods. Three Fox Co says, at Tech, any updates on miners unlocking more light hash rate? Nothing at this time, no. So, yeah, so Serpent, and maybe you can help me. What is the, so dynamic based on difficulty of the network? I don't understand, like, because there's always difficulty is always going to play a part. When does that, how does that dynamic change, I guess? Does it change, like, does it change every round, I guess? And then does regular PPLNS not change every round? Maybe you can help me. All right, have fun with the BitBoy show, Rob. And we're wrapping up now here, and we're going to get popping over to Mr. Serpent's channel. I'll put links down below. Let me know when you're live, Serpent. You're a mod. You can post it. You can post it. So post your own video in there, and then we'll move over there. I'm going to go to jiu-jitsu. Look, I already have pit stains. Yeah. Detroit, non-big toe and back hurt. Yeah, I'll throw a little dirt on it. We'll be good. Changes every round as opposed. Okay. That's kind of what I was assuming. I just wanted to do more research before I said it out loud. All right, yeah, so I'm going to wrap it up, boys. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I think we got a lot of stuff covered here. If you want more cryptocurrency mining content, be sure to check out Serpent X Tech, who's going live right after me. He's going to be posting the link to his video down in the live chat. And then later, I'll wrap back around with you. And for people that are watching this on the VOD video, I'll leave links down in the description. Please be sure to go check out the sponsor for today, which is Crypto.com. Right now, I believe they have, I'll have to check. I think you get $50 kickback now if you sign up. It was $25, and then they have a limited time thing where it was $50. So if you haven't signed up for them yet, I know most of y'all probably have, but if you haven't, use the referral code SOAT. and the link in the description. Tomorrow, we will be live at 9:45 a.m. Central Time to 10:45 a.m. Central Time. And then from there, we are going to, do that Monday through Friday.